Losing weight can be a challenge, but keeping it off, whole nother ball game. I've fallen victim to the cycle of yo-yo dieting, but I finally have stumbled upon a weight loss approach that works for me. It has changed the way I view weight loss. It's sustainable, it's enjoyable, and it stems from a place of self-love. And emphasis on the sustainable part, because there is nothing that sucks more than when you work so hard to lose weight and you end up gaining it all back or even more. It's truly just heartbreaking because you put in so much effort, and everybody always talks about how to lose the weight, but nobody talks about how to really just make sure it doesn't come back. Hi everyone, I am Mariana. This is Level Up, a self-improvement podcast where we talk about all things fitness, wellness, self-improvement, self-help, basically anything that you need to know in order to level up. And today we are talking about sustainable weight loss / health, with a big emphasis on health. Sustainable weight loss is not about hating yourself into a smaller size. It's about learning how to love and accept your body at whatever size it's at now. Because when it comes from a place of self-love, you're not trying to punish or shame yourself into looking different. You're trying to make healthier choices for your body because you love your body and you want to nourish it. And there is a difference between weight loss and health. And with this video, I do want to focus on the health side of it. If you focus on your health, the weight will come off. If you focus on healthier lifestyle changes, healthier eating habits, naturally the weight is going to fall off. So how do you learn to love and accept your body? Especially when for so long you've hated it. You've been talking badly about yourself. You've been calling yourself fat. You're like, I hate how I look. I don't feel good. I don't feel confident. Well, it all starts with being mindful of your inner dialogue. Pay attention to what it says when you're looking at yourself in the mirror. Are the thoughts that are coming out kind and supportive, uplifting, or are they just bitchy? For a long time, mine was very mean, a little rude. I would literally just bully myself, and I thought that it was the only way for me to just motivate myself into losing weight, but it created this mindset where I normalized hating on myself. So I hated myself when I was bigger, and when I lost the weight, I still hated myself. That never changed for me. I always thought, oh, I just need to get smaller and then I'll learn to love myself. It doesn't work like that. You need to learn how to be nice to yourself right now. You need to learn how to love yourself right now in order to progress onto your health journey. Or else you're never going to be truly happy with your appearance, no matter how small you get. It's kind of like that thing where people become addicted to getting plastic surgery. It's that same theory of you normalize this idea of, oh, I'm not perfect, so you're unable to see yourself as anything other than horrible. So I want you to think about everything that you love about yourself. It could be anything: your smile, your hair, your sense of humor, your intelligence, your kindness, whatever. Have a list and now be mindful of whenever you start being a little bit mean to yourself. Stop those negative thoughts in their tracks and replace it with something from the list of qualities that you love about yourself. So instead of saying, ugh, I look fat in this dress, no, you're gonna tell yourself, my smile is amazing and my makeup came out bomb as fuck today. Stop being so negative. Stop being so mean. You look beautiful, bitch. That's literally something I always tell myself, and it's helped me out tremendously. It's helped me feel more confident, feel more beautiful, even on the days where I'm not feeling it, because I know that it is unacceptable for me to think otherwise. Oh yes, are there days where you're just not feeling good? Of course. But when you normalize that negative self-talk, you're gonna have more of those kinds of days than otherwise. And if you can't rely on your looks, you're just having a really, really bad hair day, bad makeup day, whatever it is, then rely on something else. Your personality, kindness. Are you kind? Are you funny? And honestly, you might have to fake it until you make it, but it will eventually work. It's like training your brain to see yourself in a whole different light. And when you actually start believing that new positive mentality, your weight loss journey, it's going to be so much more enjoyable. Okay, let's talk about the actual weight loss tip. I know, that's why you clicked on this video. They're coming, okay? Hold on. It's just, you really got to get your mindset right first. The whole approach that I learned stems from reframing my goals. I didn't make weight loss the goal. Like I said, I focused on my health. So the goals were, how can I get more protein in? How can I move more? And how can I eat more whole foods? Those are my 3 goals. It was never lose 10 pounds in 2 months. No. Why? Because you don't have much control over how many pounds you're gonna lose. Like, you can't really control that. Yes, technically you can if you like overanalyze like calorie tracking. Yes, you're gonna have much more control like that, but I really did not want to track my calories. I've been, like I said, I've been down that hole. It was not fun for me. It ruined my relationship with food. I developed eating disorders. So I knew that in order to lose weight, I do need to be in a calorie deficit. So that means that you need to eat less calories than your body burns in a day. So what a lot of people do, and what I did in the past, was just severely deprive myself of the food that I liked in order to reach a certain calorie goal. Now, for some people, this works perfectly fine and they are able to count their calories to the T every single day, or when they stop counting their calories, they're able to keep the weight off. But if you're anything like me, and I know you are because you clicked on this video, that does not work. That sends me into a spiral. I end up binging, or I end up being super obsessive with calories and just end up starving myself. There's no in between for me. The way that I see these approaches, at least for me, is they are quick fixes. They are not sustainable. I can't do these things long term. And if I'm, let's say I want to lose a lot of weight for an event, then okay, maybe I'll count my calories for like a month, but I don't want to do that. I want to stay leanish year round. Okay, so let's focus on the moving more portion. Now, I have been weightlifting for years now. It's what I love to do. But on top of that, I started walking more. And you don't have to do HIIT or power lift or any of that. If that's not your thing, that's not your thing. The key is to find activities that you enjoy and make them a part of your routine. If it's running, great. If it's dancing, great. If it's hula hooping, okay. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Any movement is just gonna help you out a lot. And for months 1 and 2, I really feel like that should be your main priority and your only priority. Just moving more, finding activities that you love doing that don't feel like a chore, that you look forward to, and making sure that they become part of your daily routine. So going back to weightlifting, even just like anything that's going to build muscle, really, calisthenics, Pilates, bar. When your body has more muscle mass, burns more calories, the higher your maintenance calories are. So maintenance calories are the amount of calories that your body needs to do its basic functions. Let's just say, and this number is super low, but let's say my maintenance calories is 100 calories a day. It doesn't include the 10 minutes of exercise that I do, the 10 minutes of weightlifting that I do. That is just my baseline. If I do not move throughout the day, I need to eat anything below 100 calories in order to lose weight. If I eat over 100 calories in a day, then I'm going to gain weight. But when you replace some of your fat tissue with muscle mass, your maintenance calories goes up because it takes more energy for your body to upkeep muscle tissue than it does fat tissue. So that's why a lot of people push weightlifting, and that's why building muscle can make your weight loss journey a lot more easier. But if you're used to moving for like 5,000 steps every day, you've never stepped foot in a gym, and you get anxiety just thinking about it, do not worry. it's not necessary. I lost so much weight by walking more. I still continue to do my weightlifting, but I just made sure that every single day I was hitting 10,000 steps a day. Now I'm at 15,000 steps a day. But the added movement, it should be extremely gradual. The goal is to make these lifestyle changes. It's not a 1 month, 2 month challenge. And guess what? After a few months of being active, you're gonna become a more active person and you will naturally gravitate towards moving more. And you're gonna want to progressively overload in whatever movement you're doing. If your goal is to hit 5,000 steps, then in 2 months maybe your goal should be 8,000 steps. If your goal was to dance for 10 minutes, then in a few weeks, your goal should be dancing to 20 minutes. You're always going to want to add more and more movement. Once you feel comfortable with the amount of movement you're doing per day, you're like, I physically cannot move anymore. I'm walking, hitting the gym, dancing too, going on my little hot girl walks, whatever it is. Like if you can't add any more movement, but you're comfortable with the amount of movement that you have, then let's move on to the diet. Protein is going to help you feel more satiated than carbs and fat do. Try to incorporate more protein in your diet. It doesn't have to be a protein powder. I sparingly take protein powder, but I try to eat a lot of chicken. I love chicken, lean beef, fish, salmon, tuna. I love tuna, shrimp. I try to eat a lot of protein. Make it fun. Find good protein meals that you'll enjoy, but you're going to feel a lot more satiated, which means that you're naturally just going to consume less calories, which means that you are going to lose weight. I am going on a health journey. This is not a weight loss journey. This is a health journey for me. So I wanted to eat more whole foods. Instead of the McDonald's fries, I have roasted potatoes at home. Those were the two things that really helped me: protein, whole foods. But I did not replace the meals that I was already eating right off the bat. And I most certainly did not restrict the foods, because that leads to yo-yo dieting, that leads to binging for me. So let's say that I usually eat a chicken sandwich for lunch every day, Popeyes. The dumb thing to do would be to replace my chicken sandwich and then just eat a salad for lunch. Why? Because I'm gonna be thinking about that chicken sandwich every single day, all day. I'm like, fuck, I wish I could eat a chicken sandwich right now. Oh my god, but I'm on a diet. No. What I would do instead is to eat a side salad before my Popeyes chicken sandwich. What's gonna happen is that naturally, I'm not gonna finish that sandwich. Maybe I might that first day, but over time, I'm not gonna eat the entire chicken sandwich. And then over time, I'm gonna try to search up more recipes that I can meal prep so that I could have for lunch. And then maybe some of those days I might lean more towards eating the more healthier, nutritious foods. This is especially great if you don't like healthy foods. If you're thinking like, fuck, I really don't want to have to eat a salad and like fruits and all, because then you're kind of opening up your palate. I was the same way. In high school, I was like, oh, I don't want to eat no veggies, no nothing, but I forced myself to eat them, and now I actually crave the healthy food. And when it comes to eating out with friends, social events, whenever you can, try to split, right? My boyfriend and I, we share a combo meal. Or sometimes I even go to like Whopper Grill or Chipotle or like Flame Broiler, something that's a little bit lighter, a little bit more healthier. That way you can still have that eating out experience, but you're still being like a little bit health conscious. But honestly, whenever like I'm going to, let's say, like a party or whatever, like I'm not gonna not get the chips. Like I'm gonna eat everything, right? So it's just, again, lifestyle changes. This approach could take a long time depending on how much body fat you have, but it's going to be sustainable, and you will be unrecognizable towards the end of it, because you will be a totally different person. You're going to be a more active person. You're going to be a healthier person. You're going to love nutritious foods. You're not going to be faking it or forcing it. No, that's actually going to be you. So this is the perfect way for sustainable weight loss. And just remember that weight loss is not linear. I used to weigh myself every single day on the scale, and anytime that number would go up, I would not be okay. Weight loss is not linear. It's kind of like stocks. Like, have you seen a line graph? Right? If it's like an overall increase or decreasing trend. Wait, why does the camera look weird? Decreasing trend. There's gonna be like little spikes. Spikes up, spikes down, spikes up. But overall, it's gonna be increasing. Sometimes when I'm on my period, for whatever reason, I gain so much weight. A lot of water weight. So just remember that. Don't freak out whenever you see the scale going up. It's totally normal. And also, I just want to say eating disorders are very much real. I know the 90s skinnies is coming back. It took me 1 year to give myself an eating disorder, and it took me about 5 years plus to recover from it. And to this day, I still struggle. Let me tell you right now, it is not worth it. The number that you see on the scale is not worth your sanity or your relationship with food. Prioritize healthy eating habits and more movement, not obsessive ones. View your weight loss journey as a form of caring and loving your body, because you know that it deserves more. Don't let it stem from resent and hate and shame. Remember that sustainable weight loss is about love, acceptance, and making healthier eating choices that you can sustain in the long run. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's podcast episode. Again, I'm Mariana. It was so nice talking to you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, it helps me out tremendously, and I hope you stick around. Until next time.